Hello, chat. I forgot what the last conversation we had in this game was, but it don't matter. Let's just read this. A teenage boy approached the counter. Shoulder slumped forward, head down, eyes on the ground up until the moment he looked up to order a drink. He was old enough that he could have passed for a young adult with a better presentation, but the posture coupled with the oversized backpack he was wearing were a dead giveaway. Irrespective of his age, he was just a kid. Can I get a Coke? 100% a kid. Asking for a Coke at a cafe. Granted, I'm not much better. Normally I just get like a thick shake or a milkshake, but you know. An order befitting of a kid. Yeah, I think we can manage that, said Maddie. Think fast, said Shay. Maddie turned around just in time to see an aluminium can hurtling towards her. She almost caught it. The can rolled back towards Shay, who scooped it off the floor. He hesitated a moment before setting it on the counter. No ice, right? Said Shay. The boy nodded. No. Or yeah. Yes to no ice. Shay cracked open the can and poured it into a waiting glass, which he then slid it down the counter, pushing it gently enough that it came to a rest in front of the teenage boy. This is another one of those stories, chat. It's like inconsequential. Blah blah blah. He grabbed the glass. Thanks, he said. He glanced around the room. Blah. If you're looking for a place to sit, there should be plenty of seats upstairs. Cool. Nodded and headed for the stairs. Drink in hand. Blah. Cool. Yeah, said. Cool. Yep. What? Okay. Okay. This is a story I don't care about. We're just gonna zoom through this because it has nothing to do with like the main characters. It's just about like what Shay and like Maddie has done for past guests. Okay, we're done with that at least. Oh, thank goodness. Ashley's inventions #1. I like an Ashley. Can't read the story, whoops. Oh, I can read this. A funeral. I've been thinking, said Kishan. Uh-oh, said Maddie. About the people that I've left behind, said Kishan. Well, I'm not going to see any of them again. One of them could be about to walk through the door, said Maddie. Don't taunt me with possibilities, said Kishan. You brought it up? Yeah, well, slumped over in a funk. Death has a real finality to it, you know? Yeah, it does. That's death. Travel from life to death is a very one-way street. All but a few individuals, and if you're standing here then, it's a bit late for chest paddles. I guess I'm thinking more about the fact that I'm not going to see any of my old friends again. Not as long as they're alive anyway. That does tend to be how death works, said Maddie. I hope you're not surprised. Not surprised. But also, I wouldn't have been surprised if that wasn't the case, you know? Like, I'm pretty sure on at least one occasion I've threatened people by saying, I will haunt you. Now that's never going to happen. What a shame. You could have been someone's grudge ghost film. Yep. Hey. I was wondering, do you think there's any way for me to see what's going on at my funeral? Don't, said Maddie. Alright? Alright. I just thought, you know, it's kind of everyone's fantasy, right? To see what people have to say about them after they've passed. Wouldn't you want to see what's going on? At your own funeral? I think it's none of your business what goes on at your funeral, said Maddie. Really? Said Kishan. I mean, I think it's pretty common for people to plan their own funerals. At least if they go late. Wait, if they go late enough that they can see it coming. Wait, what? Oh. Yeah, come on guys, get an editor, spell checker, come on. It's not that hard. You know, I'd like to have my brother deliver a eulogy. I don't let them play any Barry Manilow songs, that sort of thing. But okay, cool, funerals, blah, yep. Kishan blinked. Wishes of the dead, again, blah, yep. Cool, yep. Okay, plenty about the dead. Cool, yep. Funerals are for the living, my friend. That's deep. Kishan opened his mouth to respond, but cut himself short. I never thought about it that way. I'm not sure what to say. Blah, blah, blah. Cool. Yep. 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 Mm-hmm. 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 Cool story. Can't go to your own funeral. Who even is Beth? Who is Beth? Okay, I'm missing a lot of those Ashley points. Ooh, I can read this one though. Ned, Shay, and Death. Unlock. Shay sat in the corner of the cafe with a book in his lap. His eyes danced over the page for several moments, the words on the page illuminated by the candle that sat perched on the armrest of his chair. Then, after several moments passed, he turned the page. He hadn't actually internalized any of the text on the page, nor had he taken in any of the text in the 50 preceding pages. He was vaguely aware of the fact that the book kept on referring to a man named Henry, who Shay presumed was the protagonist of the book he held in his lap, but beyond that, he knew nothing. He knew little to nothing. Didn't mind this fact. If he started following the story, he would consider it a great failure. Wait, what? Why? He enjoyed sitting down with the book and enjoyed the platonic ideal of reading. That's me too, chat. When it came to telling stories, he found books to be a poor substitute for a person sitting next to him. He didn't pick up books when he wanted to be told a story. He picked up books when he wanted to be alone, to situate, comfy chair and bask in candlelight and sit silently in a meditative state. So it's just like an object for him to like go into that mulling state. Another page, blah. Ned talks to him, cool. And that's the book's secondary function. It deters people who might see a man sitting alone and seize upon the opportunity to start a conversation when he was not in a mood. Yeah, it's a good book. I was enjoying being alone with it. Get lost, Ned. I've got sorry to interrupt, but I've got a favor to ask. Why is it always a favor? Blah. 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 Yep, cool. Oh, this conversation is so slow. I'm in need of an interpreter. You speak Cantonese, right? Yes, said Shay. Great, said Ned. Can I steal you for a few hours? Not if it's to be an interpreter, said Shay. Why not? You speak Cantonese and you seem fluent enough in English, so why would you say no specifically to translating? Being an interpreter is not as simple as being bilingual, isn't it? I figured you hear things in one language and say them in another. Chat, no, that's not how translating words works. Seems simple to me. Are you literate? Said Shay. A bit. Can you write a work of great literature? Said Shay. Nope. There you go. There's more to translating than being bilingual. Yeah, that's very true. But that's like, I'm not asking you to be a great interpreter, just an adequate one. There's plenty of bilingual people around. I'm sure you know other places to ask. Okay. Yep. 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 Someone that you can count on to allow you to use their mouth to say incredibly stupid things without letting you or your counterparty know just has to. Okay. Yep. Okay. Being an interpreter pays well if you find yourself working for the right people, and it leaves your hands a lot less callous than doing some of the work I found myself doing stuff. But you'll notice my hands have calluses. Okay. Okay. Cool. Everyone just has complicated relationships, and they all hate each other in this store. Quote unquote hate each other. Oh, the kitchen's open. I think. Well, no, not really. This is just downstairs, eh? I've unlocked all these spaces and like I can't read half the stories in here because like I don't have the right symbols unlocked. Oh, there's a button for me to sprint. Let's unlock Maddie's inbox. From Jeanette Annette. Who has a Yahoo email these days? Come on. Subject, Spirit Beacon leaking. Date was from 2014, okay. Wait, hold on a moment. Why does Maddie have an email that doesn't have anything to do with her name? Oh wait, no, this place is called the Terminal, so I guess maybe this is oh yeah, hi Madeline, yep. This is Janet from the location down by the docks. I believe we met in person for the first time last month. Cool. I was opening up this morning and noticed that most of our spirit juice was gone. Well, clearly someone from the cafe stole it. Checked the map and saw you the nearest location with the spirit beacon. I think you may have drained some of our supply. Not surprised. Honest mistake, I'm sure. No, it's not. But if you could stop running a spirit beacon during peak hours, that would be much appreciated. Thanks, and looking forward to working with you in the future. Jeanette. From her again. Hi Madeline, hope you got my previous message. Oh, this is the worst. This is exactly like a work email where you're like chasing people up for stuff and like you start off being super polite and then a couple days later all you can do is just be like, hey, I hope you got my previous message. Just wanted to give you an update on like the spirit juice situation. I had several bottles that I marked last night to confirm the issue, and when I got in this morning the levels were below where I marked them. Please modulate your use to reasonable levels. Just don't run your beacon overnight. I'm not trying to sign blame here. Can you, is this familiar language, T-Chat? If you work and you write emails, you know this language. I'm not trying to point fingers, but I'm pointing fingers. Here we go again. Let's see if she gets mad. Oh, there's not even Dear Madeline. It's just like a strict Madeline. We're draining spirit juice over here so fast that if I sit and watch, I can see it disappearing from the bottle. You really need to stop. It's affecting us and it's probably affecting other locations. This is unacceptable. Fix this now. Oh, here we go. The language is gonna get even more terse. Hey Madeline. Care to explain why you weren't in the terminal today when I showed up? I spoke with a girl named Ashley who said you decided to take the day off. What a coincidence. I was not impressed by the crying routine you had her do. Cool. Turn off your beacon. It's not that hard. Just turn it off. Sorry, I just realized my mic's a little louder. Honestly, you should be ashamed of using... Oh wait, no, I'm already down here. Don't want to be the bad guy, but if you if you don't do something, I'm gonna have to get the council involved. That's why Ned showed up. From Clarence from. Like, who? Why are there so many Yahoo emails? No one uses Yahoo domains anymore. Like, even if you were like Outlook, that's more believable because people actually use Microsoft products. Misplaced cutlery. Okay, now it's not about spirit juice. Hey, this is Clarence from the docks location. Just wanted to give you a heads up. This morning we found out that the site manager we recently hired was leaving spirit juice in untempered glass bottles, and we had a bit of a leak. We ended up having a bit of a problem with some animated cutlery. We have the situation under control over here, and we're mostly sure everything is accounted for on our end. Unfortunately, this started happening about a week ago. Well, when we're far enough that we wouldn't be able to detect it. Very unlikely that's happened, but just wanted to give you a heads up in case a possessed steak knife wandered far enough to find your beacon and decided to pay you a visit. Sorry about the situation. Rest assured that the person responsible for this won't have any opportunities to mess up any of this magnitude again. Okay. Wait, hold on. So it was actually that Jeanette person who was messing up the whole time? And this Maddie girl's last name is Xiao, so she's actually Asian? What? Misplaced cutlery. Hi Clarence, sorry I missed the message earlier. I no longer use this address. Please use contact at. Okay. Okay, cool. For once, something that was semi-interesting to read in this game. Just wish they wrote less prose, because like, whoever the writers are, their prose has not been good, but like, everything else has been pretty funky. Okay, let's keep going. Second day. Gah. I don't have the energy for this. Especially with everyone watching me. I hope you packed enough conductors. Order form was pretty vague. I shouldn't be worrying about the conductors when I'm not even sure I can pull the whole thing off without some sort of major screw up happening. Supplier... blah. Knew what I wanted the conductors for anyway, so he would have packed enough. And he knows that I've got Ashley helping me. Helping you with what, Madeline? Piss off, Ned. Rude. Yo, Ned Kelly, stop stalking this poor girl. You should respect your elders, you know? Listen to you. Council made you soft, didn't it? Oh, respect your elders. Follow all our totally arbitrary rules. We'll make you make up some cheap reason to destroy your business. My name's Ned, and I love rules. You done? Yep. Cool. You sound wounded. You should be nicer. Sick comeback, was it? What was that? What? What was it that guy you killed said? Oh shit, I'm shot. Oh no, woe is me. What? Just a little throwback humor for you. Did I strike a nerve? Did I just what? Maddie. When Ned spoke next, it was in a deep, dark cadence, steeped in guilt and self-loathing. If Maddie had been able to see his eyes, he would have faced a withering glare. We're rapidly reaching a point of no return. I can no longer promise to shield you from the consequences of your action. What you did just there, quoting one of my victims' dying words at me, that was low, even for you. Frankly, I'm disgusted. You dare to poke at my guilt? You dare? Let's talk about guilt, shall we? I don't suppose you might have anything weighing on your conscience right now, would you? As I thought. It may still weigh heavily on me, but I am absolved of my sins. I've had 100 years to process that. I think that's how it works, boy, and to redeem myself through my actions. You? Your sins are fresh. The lance marks on your soul, deep cuts in your aura. Swallow your arrogance, novice. I know what you did last summer. And I can't wait to see how you plan to make this right. Episode 5. Oh, there's more people in this place now. Tuan, age 16. Thinks he's smart. Not antisocial, just shy. Read a bunch of Wikipedia articles on optometry and considers himself somewhat of an expert. It's not how optometry works, it's a very hands-on profession. Hannah, age 16. Knows she's too smart for her own good. Hobbies, people watching, self-indulgent teenage angst. Taking advantage of the fact that she's too smart for her own good. And I thought there was going to be one more thing. So, I'm not sure that alcohol actually makes you feel anything. Yeah, it's a depressant. Yep, that's right. Shut up, dog, we're planning a heist. Metaphysical debates about alcohol can come after. This isn't metaphysics. Just talking about simple chemical interactions with our brains. Please take the energy you're putting towards and putting it into pedantry. Okay, and redirect it towards the plan. The plan? The plan. What's the plan? I was thinking I could just reach over the bar and grab the first bottle I see. Sounds risky. Very chaotic neutral. So... okay. Oh, what's your alignment then? Neutral good? Uh-huh. I'd say I was lawful neutral, but that's the coward's option. Yeah. We're getting back to the plan. Oh. Using your own pedantry to distract you was absolutely part of the plan. Wow. So little faith in me? Gotta minimize liabilities here. You're out here playing checkers while I'm playing 6-dimensional upside down laser chess. That's right, chat. This girl's smart. Damn. I've got galaxy. Okay, they're going to just meme territory now. I've galaxy brained this and now I'm holding the fruits of my labor. Don't you mean our labor? If you insist. Give me a closer look at that. What sort of fruit did we pluck from the booze tree? Really stretching that metaphor out, huh? Yep. I don't recognize the language on this label. What? Let me look. What? I don't recognize it either. Maybe it's a cipher. Who'd make you read a cipher just to know what you're drinking? A sadist? We could ask Maddie what it is. She's a sadist, right? Yep, that sounds like a great idea. Let's go find her in the... apart from the fact that we specifically nicked it from her. Alright. You're meant to be the lawful one here, dude. We agreed on neutral good. Neutral good isn't even an alignment, I think. Wait, no it is. Never mind. Me not challenging your assertion does not make it an agreement, regardless. Wait, hold on. I sense a dark presence. Do you feel it? No, I don't feel anything particularly spooky in the air. Yeah, me neither. It's a Maddie. Hello, children. I see you've stooped to petty thievery. Alas, sprung. Can't believe my heist career is over so quickly. Don't give up on your dreams, kid. Speaking of, you know what happens when you drink this? I was assuming some sort of drunkenness. Does it make your teeth fall out? Well, the last time I had a shot of this, I woke up in Adelaide. Yeah, you know, Adelaide's not such a bad place compared to Carlton right now, just saying. Wow. So the result was 700 kilometers worth of drunkenness and bad decisions. But I woke up 6 hours before I took the shot. Wait, what? I had to drive a rented car back and explain to Shay why I disappeared without a trace and somehow accidentally time traveled. This bottle thing makes you time travel? Can we give it a try? Ha 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 ha. No. Ever heard of liquor licensing laws? I'd end up in jail. Yeah, you're 16, you're not meant to be drinking. I think it'd be an excellent formative experience. Yeah, if you're not perpetuating teen drinking culture, you're a loser. Lol? Somehow I remain unconvinced by your passionate arguments. Well, we tried. You have way too much time on your hands, you know? Better than not having enough, right? Oofed. Now that's a stab. Right where it hurts. I'm utilizing my time to practice my skills, it's not wasted. Well, the non-existent industry sector that relies solely on the skill of reaching over bars and stealing bottles of enchanted brews is gonna be lucky to have you. That's so validating. Oh, that's sarcasm. Kinda busy tonight, but I'm hoping that bribing you with free drinks will stop you from nicking my crap. I'll take a free drink. Feel guilty taking one since it was all Tuan's idea. Oi. I'll graciously accept your offer. Neat, what'll it be? Hot chocolates for both of us? Hot chocolates for both of us. Radio, 2 hot chocolates coming up. Seriously, don't steal anything while on my back stand. I'll feed you to a spite. Is that meant to be a sprite? No, a spite elemental. Okay, it's actually meant to be the word spite. I wonder. Spite elemental. Maybe it's a metaphor. No, it's real. You say she'll eat us? Oh no. Are these guys alive? I think these guys are alive. Oh, another new character. Oh-ho! Samantha, age 32, American? Question mark. Visiting Melbourne for work. Devastatingly patient. For work, eh? Trust me, you kids don't want to meet a spite elemental. Have you? Yep. Pretty close to not making it out alive. I guess you're in a fairly exciting line of work then? I guess that way sometimes. But spite elementals aren't exciting. They're terrifying. They suck all the air out of a room and make the world ache. And they don't die easily. That's kinda metal. Who uses the phrase that's kinda metal, chat? Mental? Maybe. Metal? No. You sure do need brass balls to face one down, that's for sure. And a steely gaze? What? Wow. Great pun, kid. What's going on here? You bullying my customers, Samantha? Of course not. Good, because that's my job. You two should go enjoy the evening. There's a nice breeze blowing. Just get out of my store. You remembered my name, that's sweet. Of course I did, you're interesting. Doesn't that describe everyone who walks through your doors though? No. Some people would take offense at that. Your boss must be very different to mine, so they both deal with time as well. My old boss, I guess. I'm my own boss now, actually. Apologies. Your approach to hospitality work is very different from what I'm used to. What I'm trying to say. Figures, where'd you work? Just some dive bar overseas? Wretched hive of scum and villainy. The owner would never shut up about treating every client like royalty. Sounds like a pain in the arse if you ask me. I'm not asking actually, but I appreciate the sentiment nonetheless. Can I get you anything? Surprise me. You'd like me to pick you something? Yeah. Mind if I ask you a couple of questions? Are they related to the drink? Yep. Shoot. Okay. What's your favorite white wine? Chardonnay. You're not making me a wine cocktail, are you? No. I'm partial to a glass of Marseille every now and then. I have no idea if I pronounced that right, probably butchered it. Fancy, next question. Have you ever read a star chart? Like an astrology? No. Why? I don't put any stock in mysticism. Smart woman. Hey, this place isn't mystical. It's built out of cold hard facts. I just don't know them all yet. Right, fair enough. Last question. Man, this is gonna be a long question. You're walking in the shadows of an ocean that seem to go on into the distance forever. Can't see any line aside from the sand under your feet. Whenever you step forward, the sand sinks just a little bit. As far as you can see, there's no way to escape. Drowning is the only possible outcome. Man, that's dark. Whoops. I missed the question. Who would you use something? Well, I feel like you're about to pull out a Voight-Kampff machine or something. It's obviously some sort of test. I run, I swim, I dive when I can. And if I eventually drown, so be it. There's nowhere else to go and no point in sitting and waiting for starvation or sharks or someone to save me. I gotta take action. She's a woman of action. That's awesome. Interesting. So, what's the verdict? Is that Shay? Samantha didn't get a response. Annie's eyes glazed over as soon as she'd answered the last question. And now she stood perfectly still, gazing intensely at the rows and rows of dusty bottles lining dustier shelves. Her lips moved, but no words came out. Was she casting like some kind of cantrip? As Samantha watched, the spell of red liquid twitched, seemingly of its own accord. Yes, she is. Annie craned her neck up at it and scowled. In response, a small bottle next to the first, and surely only big enough to hold a few drops of something, began to glow. Shifted to a wry smile. Yep, she's making like a potion-y type thing. Please don't open anything new on my account. Did she just do that anime glasses push move? Gotcha. Your answers were interesting. So, your questions. Still having a little trouble figuring out how they relate to each other though. Is that important? I tried to maintain a vague hope that maybe one day things might make sense. And until then, just try to go with the flow. Hey. Oh, sorry for trying to psychoanalyze you there. Right? You think you failed? No. What's the verdict then? Well, for one, you tend to accept things as you see them. You don't try to interpret things based off of unrelated frameworks or thought patterns. That said, you do try and make sense of the connections between things when you can. But it's no big deal if you don't. You just mark it down as an unknown variable and move on. And that reads to me as an intensely pragmatic approach. Would you agree? I suppose? Did she do like a degree in psychology or something? You're the sort who doesn't buy drinks to enjoy them. You buy them as camouflage. To hide your face behind. To project the veneer of being untouchable while you watch. Watch what? People watch. Everything, I suppose. You take everything in the same way I do. So, you're saying that I'm attentive, but that I don't worry about instantly understanding how things are interconnected. Because you're confident that eventually you'll understand it anyway. Wow. Arrogant much? How did you figure that out? You've been watching my hands this whole time. Is that weird? To watch an attractive bartender mixing a very fancy looking cocktail? Appreciate a craft? No. But given just how interested you are in what my hands are doing, I'd wager that you've got some experience in my field. Oh, that just glowed. Read like a book. So, are you just really bad at picking up on what you're being flirted with? When you're being flirted with, or... Wait, what? Wait, what? Look at them eyes! It's fine, sweetie. In fact, it's pretty cute. Aghast. I meant in alchemy. Field of alchemy. Uh-huh. I'm sure you're very accomplished in alchemy. Just take the drink. It's really good, yeah. Too good to ignore, yeah. It's smoky but bittersweet. And almost makes me feel like I'm reaching the end of something. Like I've got a lump in my throat from saying goodbye. I can't quite tap into that feeling. What did you even put in this? Mezcal, artichoke bitters. Artichoke bitters? What in the world? Ew. Gold heart bitters? What is gold heart? And a slice of gorilla lime. What is gorilla lime? Is that like gorilla glass, but like lime? Yeah, gorilla lime? That can't be a real thing. It's just hard to acquire. Thought that because if you bite into one, it feels like you got punched by a gorilla. Physically? No, emotionally. How do you know what being punched by a gorilla feels like emotionally? What? No, that doesn't make sense! Hey, Shay came downstairs. Interesting. I'm not a wizard. Prove it. That guy, the boss you mentioned? Yeah. He good to you? I'm sorry? Does he treat you well? Yeah? To a fault, actually. Far past the point where it's rational for him to still be nice to me. Good. Actually, I'm sorry, that reminds me I have to dash. Got some setup work for a project. Finish before the sun comes up. Gasp, but without you here, who will heal my latent alcoholism? Who would enable my latent alcoholism? Well, yeah. And just reach over the bar and grab the gin. Tonic's in the bar fridge. A self-serve cafe / bar? That's awesome, we'll do. Come back soon though. I'd love to discuss alchemy with you some more. Wink. Catch you later. Wait, one last thing. What was the meaning behind the question about what wine I like? Oh, I was just curious. So it meant nothing. That's the last one, I reckon. Does it have magic caps in it? I think so. He can just call them caps, you know. They're built for something else. I refuse to use non-specific language. They're all in here. What about the other thing? It'll have to be a little bit more so much for using non-vague language, or you know, the thing. Sparky thing. Electric. Sweetie, how long have you been awake? It's better for you if you don't know, I think. You mean the voltage regulator? That's the one. Good job. It's in one of the other boxes. I didn't think we needed another one though. You kidding me? The last one literally melted. It's a good thing I have an extremely sick metal arm, otherwise I'd have been badly injured. Yeah, thank goodness. Is there anything missing? I shall check. Need some espresso? I think I will literally die if I have any more. Well, for once the caffeine fiend isn't having any more caffeine. Nice job. Yeah, whatever. You can get me some chocolate if you want. Be back in a moment. Didn't Ed really say that? Yeah. Do you believe it? I'm not sure. Well, it's not a lie. It's not the whole truth either. And? I don't quite have the time to untangle it for you. I've got a hungry teenager downstairs and a summoning ritual to complete. She's part of this too? Don't you take that judgy tone with me. Good old young mister. Hey, far be it from me to moralize at you. Getting a lot of that these days, mate. Just trying to keep everyone happy. Tough gig. You don't say, mate. I'll say. Slams the door. Alright, now if you can solder these two wires. No, not those ones. Who programmed you? That she's a jerk. Incredibly intelligent, but a very bad programmer. Not yourself, fly. Chuck the knife again. Arm holster, the prosthetic. Oh, it's 6 million knives. Whoa. Don't question me on this. I'm the expert here. Mm-hmm. Hey, need a hand? Whoa. Oh. Yeah, I guess you can help. If I ask what you need, what are you even doing? Maddie mentioned a summoning circle? Something like that. You ever wanted to live forever? Whoa. I trade that for having a second chance, honestly. Well, grab me that box, please. Can't just leave me hanging like that. Watch me. And while you watch me leave you hanging, you can get that box. The attitude, man. This is really heavy. What's even in here? 100 meters of heavy gauge copper cable. Huh. Bunch of capacitors, and I'm going to wire it together soon. Various bits and bobs. There's also a bunch of clamps. So what do you need? Validation. Ooh. Chocolate. Coffee. A school system that doesn't punish me for having weird and niche interests. I meant more, communism? Okay. I don't think I can get you communism, sorry. You're a terrible comrade, Kishan. If I wasn't close to hitting the LD50 of caffeine, I'd ask you for some coffee. All I can ask for you is to give me some sweet validation. Okay. Your real thumbs up. Good human. I feel like I'm stuck in a loop of trying things that are inevitably going to fail, and I don't know how much of it is my fault for not being good enough at a monumentally difficult task. I'm used to being effortlessly good at things, but I feel like my brain is full of bees on this one. And can I deal with failure? I don't think I can. I'm not equipped for failure. My entire perception of myself is that I'm good at things. I'm gifted and talented and incredibly afraid that I'm gonna let people down at a vital moment. This is that vital moment. But I just sit here paralyzed. And I rationally know that a lot of this pressure is just me being hard on myself. But Maddie and I, we tried this already. And we failed pretty badly. It was a disaster. Can't understate how badly it turned out. Even before the prep I'm doing. Is this enough? Did we learn enough to do it properly? Numbers and formulas and hard science are good, but I can't shake this feeling that I'm going to screw it up for it. I'm so afraid of letting Maddie down. Blah. Yep. You reckon? Fully, dude. I don't know what to say. I don't think Maddie would ever feel let down by you. Blah. 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 Fair enough. I was never really super smart or gifted or anything. I just floated through school and work and never focused on too much except having a good time. Blah. Blah. It's never gonna be easy or even successful. Blah. 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 Blah blah. 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 Sup nerds? What's going on in this thread? What? Blah. I maybe ate some of your chocolate? Blah. We've been over this before. You comprehensively murderized me. Blah, excellent. Is this enchanted chocolate or just normal chocolate? Does he deserve to know? I don't know. Kinda like the mystery. It's completely normal chocolate, isn't it? Maybe. Maybe not. Can I have something? Come on, you owe me. For what? Helping you set up all of this? Oh yeah, that's fair. This is totally normal chocolate. Yep. Did you expect it to not be that? Well, you implied. I never implied. You came up with that all on your own. You'll be happy, confused, ticklish, extra hungry. I will murderize. She just tumbled like a tumbleweed. Saved in a tree? What? As a trash pander, I'm inclined to say that garbage is nourishing for the soul once in a while. I get to pick 7 words after this long ass section with like 10 billion words talked about? Yo dude, that's not cool. 100% not cool. And I'm getting a lot of guests. I guess that's good. More things to unlock. Oh, I'm in the upstairs room now. Hey, well, chat, I'm off to bed, so, see you guys, bye.